Hi there. These comments are for AJ. But what's going on, buddy? And you've been practicing every day working on your speaking, and I am Michael from BetterTOEFLScores.com. I'm excited to listen to your speaking practice test here. Yeah, things are looking good. I'm finally, after almost 2 years, I'm going back to teach in person at California State University, San Bernardino. I do have to wear a mask, but I'm going back. I'm going back in person, so that's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to seeing my students again in person. Okay, so you're doing independent speaking practice, right? Let me look at the email. You say, "Hello, sir. This is my response to TPO 45. The question is, do you agree or disagree with the following statement? Artists and musicians are important to a society." Okay, everybody at YouTube, where do you guys get your TPO from, right? Can you guys do me a favor? Put links to some current websites that allow you to practice TPO. Put them right below this video so other students can also practice their TOEFL speaking. And any of you guys, if you want to get feedback on your writing and speaking practice tests, if you want to get feedback on both, I have a feedback service. Go to BetterTOEFLScores.com. You can learn more about my TOEFL speaking and writing feedback service. It's not that expensive. Okay, here we go. Let's get started, AJ. So let's see how
Important to
you
our
did.
society because they can improve our I think artists and musicians are important to our society because they can improve our mental health. For example, 2 weeks ago, there were a concert in my town and I attended that event.
Now you said it, but what does it mean? It means it refers to artists and musicians. I'm going to say they. They's going to be better.
I think artists and musicians are important to our society because they can improve
Because
our mental health.
they can
For
improve our mental
example, two
health.
weeks ago, there were a concert in my town and I attended that event. The
Instead of saying there was a concert, just say I attended a concert in my town.
music was so relaxing and I was able to vent out my tension. Even my coworkers,
To vent out my what? Let's go back. Let me double check what you said.
example, 2 weeks ago, there were a concert in my town and I attended that event.
No, wait a minute. You said there were. There was. Get your subject verb agreement right there, right? Now, if you said there were two concerts in my city, that would be fine, but there was a concert in my city, or just say I attended a concert in my city, like I said before.
The music was so relaxing and I was able to vent out my tension. Even my coworkers told me that
The music was so relaxing. Let me go. I need to check your parallel structure here.
and I attended that event. The music was so relaxing and I was able to vent out my tension.
I would say the music was so relaxing that I was able to vent out my frustrations. I think so plus that. That's parallel structure problems there. It's not so plus adjective plus and. It's so plus adjective plus that.
Even my coworkers told me that I look cooler in the next day. Moreover, their work and their performance can increase our communication skills.
Even my coworkers said I look a lot. I would say they said that I looked a lot less tense or a lot less nervous, right? So that observation is going to connect back to what you just said previously about how you're able to vent your frustrations out at the concert, right? So I would change that slightly to make that idea connect back to what you just said.
For example, I attended a gallery, an art gallery, and there were
I like it. So you're giving an example to illustrate first musicians and second artists. So that's an excellent strategy.
some people around. We chatted and we exchanged our phone numbers and we've become friends. That's why I think
I would say, and we became friends, right? I would say it that way because you're talking about kind of what you did in the past, or you can say we have become friends consequently. But I would say we became friends to start off, right? Because all the other verbs there are also in the past tense.
artists and musicians are important to our society.
Okay, so I'm thinking you're probably around 23 to 25. That is my estimation right now. Let me listen to it one more time. I'll give you my final estimated score.
I think artists and musicians are important to our society because they can improve our mental health. For example, 2 weeks ago, there were a concert in my town and I attended that event. The music was so relaxing and I was able to vent out my tension. Even my
Oh,
coworkers
tension,
told me that I
tension.
looked cooler in the next day. Moreover,
Yeah, they told me I looked a lot less tense, right? You were trying to say the word tension. You had a little bit of trouble with that. Tench. It's a ch. Tench. Tension.
their work and their performance can increase our communication skills. For example, I attended an art gallery, and there were some people around. We chatted and we exchanged our phone numbers and we've become friends. That's why I think artists and musicians are important to our society.
Good. Okay,
I think artists
I'm going to stick with that same. I think that my score is accurate there. Go to the grammar part of my course. I want you to check out a lesson that's called Sentence Variety, right? I think it's lesson 26. Now, I have another one. Go to Better TOEFL Scores, and then when you see the search box there, type in TOEFL Sentence Variety. You can get another lesson that will help you. So I think you rely on that there, the there was or there were. You rely on that particular sentence a little too much. So there's different ways that you can restructure those sentences. Now, if you go to Google, I want you to look up this and get some instruction here. How about this? Avoid there plus it sentence constructions in academic writing. They're considered weak. But this is not speaking, this is writing, not this is speaking, not writing, Michael. But still, I think it's good that you look at that again. So avoid. How about how to avoid there plus it sentence constructions and academic writing? So see if you can get some alternatives. What are some other ways you can express your ideas without using there? All right? Now be careful of your pronunciation, right? Make sure you're speaking clearly. I had a few minor problems in there with your pronunciation. And that's why when I'm looking at the actual rubrics here, I'm putting kind of in the between 3.0 and 3.5, so I'm going to say 23 to 25 points out of 30 on this practice test. All right? Thank you, sir.